please don't forget to drop your attendance in our chat box. Thank you. Good evening, Amma. Welcome. Good evening, Sir LA. Welcome po.
Good evening, Crystal. Good evening po to everyone, to all our leaders.
I enjoyed playing that. It's like a waterfall made of letters.
But you get a medium coffee cream sugar because that's what you get. That's what everyone.
Good evening, President Corey. Welcome. Okay, so and also to our Vice President Ronnie, good evening po and welcome. Okay, and once again, good evening and welcome everyone to this Cheonbo Families weekly meeting. We are now on our 45th week. We are very much happy to see you all, especially our original president, Reverend Furthermore, we shall now prepare our hearts and minds to receive inspiration from our Cheonbo testimonies. And without further ado, please let us put our hands together to welcome up Reverend Jaime O. Vergara to facilitate this meeting.
Good evening to everyone, especially to all our great leaders, to our Dr. President Pasay Chikuri. Good evening, and to our Chuni Won Chairman, Dr. and Mrs. Robert and Teresia Quito, to all our Chunbo families, to our Vice Presidents, Reverend Dr. Judas Malik Dem, to Reverend Ronnie Sulusta, to our National Leader, Reverend Dr. Leo Angelo Halog, and to all our Chunbo families, all elders, leaders, brothers and sisters from all over Asia Pacific, as well as from other countries. Good evening, and welcome again to our amazing weekly meeting for all our Chunbo families. So to begin with, let us first offer our greetings and our bow to our Heavenly Parent and to our true parents. Chunjin champumanin kyombe baru. And to lead us in the opening prayer, I would like to call one of our Chunbo families, Honorable Raul Gamboa, to lead us in the opening prayer.
Thank you, po, Reverend Jimmy. Our leaders and Cheonbo families and brothers and sisters, please join in my prayer. Our dearest Heavenly Parents and our victorious true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Heavenly Parents, we offer our deepest gratitude for this great opportunity that you are giving us. We are gathered here together with our leaders, Cheonbo couples, Cheonbo challengers, our pastors and leaders and blessed families. Heavenly Parents, this is another historic meeting, Heavenly Parents. where we could receive again wonderful testimonies from our Cheonbo victors, Heavenly Parents. As we begin this meeting, we ask you to be with us, to guide us from beginning to end. Heavenly Parents, let us once again prepare our hearts and our mind, and let us do our best to listen and to learn from the best practices of our victorious Cheonbo couples. Heavenly Parents, this time we are affected by the crisis happening in Ukraine due to the war. Heavenly Parents, we pray that this conflict will soon end and that we can move forward and your providence will move forward, Heavenly Parents. Our two parents are really uh, working so hard in order to realize your will, your peaceful kingdom of heaven here on this earth. Heavenly Parents, to our absolute unity, to our two parents, this goal of uh, realizing the heavenly unified Korea and the heavenly unified world uh, can be soon established, Heavenly Parents. So, Heavenly Parents, as we have this meeting again this Monday evening, we pray that we can be one in heart again and spirit, and to the learnings and to the testimonies of our Cheonbo couples, we can learn and we can once again uh, be able to understand more your heart, Heavenly Parents, how you uniquely guide each couple's, Heavenly Parents, in their journey to this path of becoming Cheonbo couples. Heavenly Parents, once again, we thank you for this great opportunity, and all of this I report in our name, Raul and Susuyu Gamboa, the Blessed Central Family, Aju.
Aju. Aju. Thank you so much to our Cheonbo Honorable Raul Gamboa for the opening prayer. So at this point, we would like to welcome once again all our Cheonbo families, our elders, leaders, and brothers and sisters for this very most awaited day for all our Cheonbo families, for all of us to be together again and to receive great inspiration, not only from our leaders, but also the testimonies from our Cheonbo families. But before that, maybe we can greet each other by showing maybe on your share screen with greetings of heart and or love, or by saying welcome to our weekly meeting, and we are heaven's treasure. So good evening to everyone, brothers and sisters. Welcome to our meeting.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, we love you all. So
Okay.
thank you so much for being with us again. And we are so happy that we are all complete. And to begin with our meeting, we would like again to welcome, to give the opening remarks, even though they're not together, but they are now together with us in our Zoom. Of course, our Chun Iwon, the chairman of Asia Pacific, Dr. and Mrs. Robert S. Kittel. So let's welcome our Honorable Dr. Robert S. Kittel and Tita Teresia Kittel.
Thank you.
Yan sa TV.
Thank you, Jaime and Shirley, again for organizing and keeping us together and allowing us to share and inspire each other. I was wondering what to say, and I thought I'll share with you just briefly some of the things that really excited me when I was able to share with the Middle East region and focusing on really the value of True Mother. So I'll share, it's just a few slides from the presentation that I had made at that time. It'll be very quick. But I was invited to be there because the national leader of Turkey is actually from the nation of Nepal. And so we are friends, and he invited me and I couldn't say no. So something like that. Friendship is very strong. So I started by quoting True Mother from her autobiography, and I would like to share that with you. Until now, neither men nor women have known the true value of womanhood. As a result, men have not appreciated women with authentic approached women with authentic appreciation. To break that mold, women in modern times have campaigned to advance their rights and achieve liberation from past restrictions. They have, for the most part, taken a position of complaint against men and channel their energy into political movements to change laws. With a different perspective, I launched the Women's Federation for World Peace as a movement to awaken women to their true value and help them embrace men and develop themselves in partnership with men. This is the last one. She goes on to say, to be a clear mirror that reflects this age, each woman first needs to be clear and pure within herself. Each needs to find the indomitable power within that is necessary to overcome self-centeredness. She needs to become a true daughter who attends her parents with filial piety, a true wife who completes her husband with fidelity and devotion. Moreover, she needs to become a true mother who raises her sons and daughters with love and dedication. She needs to form a family of true love that attends God. God will raise up such true women as leaders on the path to world peace. And then I had used this biblical verse. I had also a Quranic verse because we were in the Middle East, but I used this biblical verse. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. And the logic is this: mother is a peacemaker. We know that. Mother is therefore a child of God. And a true mother is a woman and a daughter. Therefore, true mother is a daughter of God. And so when mother uses this term, the begotten daughter, it actually fits. She is the one kind of setting the model of womanhood, not outside of men or in retaliation to being mistreated, but in looking to find the original highest value that women share together. So mother is a peacemaker, and she's a peacemaker politically because she's working and giving direction to UPF, and we had a successful World Summit last month. Mother is a peacemaker within the family, and she has set up really within our family and within the larger family, Heavenly Parents, Holy Community. That is what we are working to build. Mother is a peacemaker between husband and wife because she had set up the Women's Federation for World Peace. And true mother is a peacemaker even within the mind and body, and her emphasis on Hyojang, of living for others and raising youth with this foundation. And finally, of course, mother is a peacemaker among genders because she has introduced and implemented the idea that God is our heavenly parent, which is such a critically important piece of the puzzle, that for man and woman to be valued equally, it's not an external value that oftentimes is looked at in the women's movement, but mother is saying that the value of man and woman internally within really the Godhead. Within God himself, we can say within God, the value of man and woman are there together. So it's overcoming this masculinity domination within the concept of God that needs to be addressed, but doing so within a principled way. So this is the victory of True Mother at the World Summit. And when I look at her smile, it's so comforting that she is really there, and she knows her position, and she's grateful that everybody is supporting and working with her. But this, I don't know, this to me is I look at this picture over and over and over again, and I think, wow, we made our True Mother happy at that time. Of course, we need to do more. She's standing in front of the Seoul Resolution, which she had just signed, and also Ban Ki-moon and Prime Minister Hun Sen from Cambodia had signed. So this to me is kind of what we are trying to do when we do these programs. We want to make our mother happy. And it's the same with Cheonbo. You know, we do it, of course, because we have these external goals, but at the same time, this brings joy, happiness, and hope to our heavenly parent, as well as our true parents. Anyway, thank you so much. Sorry for the kind of sermon this time. My wife is in California, visiting our younger daughter, and then we'll go to Chicago to visit our elder daughter. We're going to be grandparents again, and looking forward to that. Thank you.
Thank you so much to our Dr. Robert Esquito. Advance congratulations again for the second grandchild. And yeah, so let's welcome also our Tita Teresia for her message for all of us. So let's welcome her with our virtual club.
We can't hear you. Still cannot hear you.
You can remove your earphones.
Unplug your earphones and unplug your earphone from the computer.
I did.
Now we hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Good evening, President Hori and all regional directors and assistant regional directors, all leaders, all Cheonbo victors, and brothers and sisters. Thank you so much for your hard work and supporting our beloved True Mother, who is truly a daughter of God. And I just want to say this much today and greet you and thank you for this meeting. God bless you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much again, Tita Teresia, and of course, Dr. Roberto Esquito. Your presence and your words of encouragement will always inspire us to begin our meeting again, seeing our grandparent in our movement in the Asia Pacific. So thank you so much. So with that, let's move on to the welcoming message, also the welcoming remarks of our Reverend Dr. Julius Maligna. So let's welcome him with our virtual club. Let's give him our virtual club.
Yeah, thank you very much, Kuya Jimmy, Ate Shirley. Our greetings to President Hori, Dr. Kittle, Mrs. Kittle, all our leaders, elders, national leader, Kuya LA, Reverend Ronnie, all my dear brothers and sisters. So how are you? So long time no see. Yeah, but actually this time it's like a whirlwind happening once again in Philippines. From the time President Hori came, we're so grateful also, Dr. Kittle, so we could have a chance together to move around and visit some of our foundation here in the Philippines. It's still ongoing, and we really appreciate the hard work. There was a time when President Hori has like around 6 schedules in one day. And yesterday we went to Tanay, Rizal, visiting IPLC. So it started from early morning, and then we could come back to headquarters around 10 p.m. So, and and I know it's a very good time to be able to introduce to President Hori the great foundation here in our beloved country in the Philippines, the True Parents great foundation here in the Philippines. So we went up to the holy ground in Tanay in IPLC. It was a bit challenged because it's raining and then suddenly stop and then rain again. But anyway, we went up there and we offered prayer. So for these schedules that we have with President Hori, of course, there will still be many schedules. We have scheduled to visit some centers in the regions. And of course, not all our regions will be visited this time, but President Hori already promised that he will come very soon again after he will leave on March 30. So there will be again chance to come back. So please prepare your heart, all our Cheonbo, together with our regional directors, regional leaders, to prepare very well your regions to welcome President Hori. One of my realization actually this time, while visiting many of our foundations, together with President Hori, Dr. Kittel, Philippines is really blessed. Of course, we know that, but sometimes we need to reaffirm and we need to confirm, right? And when we see all these great investments of our true parents, when we went around our campus of Sonwa, for example, all the new facilities there, the new buildings, and then yesterday we went around IPLC, and of course we went also to our training center. So all of these foundations actually because of the blessing from our true parents. And when I reflect about this, the Bible tells us also in the book of Luke, to whom much is given, much is required. To whom much is given, much is also required. So it means
expected.
Yes. So that's actually again telling us that of course we were blessed by our true parents, but at the same time the expectations of our true parents, not only because we are a providential country as a daughter nation, but because we have greater foundation compared to other countries. For example, before joining this Cheonbo meeting, we have a meeting with Oceania, and many of the island nations in Oceania still don't have foundation. Many of these nations still are in pioneering states. So, in order for Philippines to fulfill that providential role, it must not only think of itself. So we need to start praying and thinking what we can do for the other island nations. That's why I think it is the wisdom of our true mother to divide, for example, Heavenly Asia Pacific into two regions. Then Asia Pacific 2 under President Hori, these are made up of mostly island nations in the Pacific. And then to connect more the island nations with Philippines, which has a great providential role in the Pacific island nations. So, the greatest asset of the Philippines is human resource. We know that. Compared with other countries, we have many, we have the potential to really raise up many leaders. We have great foundation of many elders and leaders. We have capability to adapt in any country, right? So, and we have proven that because Filipinos are everywhere. So again, the commitment to really not exist only for our own nation, but to really do something to advance the providence in the whole region, Asia Pacific too. So we need to have that heart that even though we're doing our Cheonbo locally, for example, we are doing our Cheonbo, for example, in our city or in our town or in our province, in our locality. But at the same time, we also need to think how we can bring this foundation of the Philippines, Cheonbo Foundation, Youth Foundation, how we can be able to use this to motivate us that we can offer more, we can do more to support True Mother, especially this time. Yesterday also was very inspiring. We attended the graduation, the closing ceremony of the YSP Assembly, and we could see many potential first generation and second generation YSP leaders giving their commitment. Already they are ready to go for this year 2022. They are challenging whatever they have accomplished in 2021, they want to do more this year, 2022. So this kind of commitment of our young people, young Filipino leaders, youth leaders, this kind of spirit must be injected to all the other nations in Asia Pacific too. And I'm sure this is also the heart of President Hori, that Philippines can really do more for the sake of not only our nation, but really to support the regional providence, and of course to support the worldwide providence centering on True Mother this time. So again, all our beautiful Cheonbo families, Cheonbo challengers, so please continue to shine, and let's continue to really have that commitment that this year 2022 is not a year to relax, but to really upgrade the level of our accomplishment this year 2022. So please pray for the continuing success of the schedules, remaining schedules of President Hori. Very soon, together with Dr. Kittle, we will go to Cebu. And then there are also schedules in other regions. And then some meetings, continuing meetings with different departments and different organizations. So please pray for the safety and the protection of everyone. So 감사합니다.
Thank you so much to our Reverend Dr. Julius Malikdem for that update again, especially on the schedules and programs and activities of our President Masay Hori, and being with him always for our President Hori to know more what Philippines reality. So we're looking forward for the safe travel and for the good health, especially for the team as you move around the country. So thank you so much again, Dr. Julius Malikdem. So with that, let's move on to the next part of the program, and that will be on the video presentation again on the weekly activities and updates of our Cheonbo families from the respective tribe and regions as well. So let's watch the weekly report of our HTM Philippines. Thank you very much to our HTM department for the update for last week's programs and activities. And we are so happy and we are so glad that now we can see even our second generation are challenging to become our Cheonbo challengers this time, as well as with other families who are doing also their best to cope up with the 430 couples and also with the ancestors' liberation blessing. So looking forward that there will be more applicants for this year for our blessed families to become Cheonbo challengers. So thank you so much, HTM department, for that weekly report. And at this time, let's proceed now to the testimonies and best practices of our two of our Cheonbo families have already made have already become our Cheonbo families last year, October 2021. So the first couple they are a Filipino couple, and they are one of our early members, both Filipino. So they are now our regional leader from Visayas. So let's welcome our Cheonbo Honorable Demetrio and Editha Cipriano for the testimony and best practices for their HTM mission. Let's welcome them with our virtual club.
A pleasant good evening, Honorable Cheonbo victors, leaders, Cheonbo challengers, brothers and sisters here and in abroad. Mabuhay! I am Editha and my husband is Demetrio. We belong to the 1275 couples and one of the 12 Filipino couples. Next, the Cipriano tribe, a journey of our tribe. Next, I'd like to present our journey of our HTM starting with True Father's words. Restoring people with absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience. Absolute faith in the sense that even there is no substantial amount needed to spend for our HTM, along the way as we help others fulfill their HTM, on our part, heaven provided. Absolute love in the sense that I have family, husband and children. Even almost all times away from each other, we help hand in hand one another in practicing loving people, in witnessing. Absolute obedience in true parents' words. Go to the front line. I believe that front line is where God can work. So almost everywhere during events, I am there because if you are in the front line, we'll have result. Next, our blessed family composition. Our only daughter, Fujong, is our second child, a registered certified public accountant, and is now engaged to Seshi, a Japanese brother living in America, and just visited our home last February 16 to 21, 2020, and are preparing on April 16 blessing. Our eldest son, Song Shin Wong-il, is a former university teacher at Leyton University. Also, he is top 10 of the licensure examination for teachers. Now is doing stock market at home and had helped us a lot after his Hyojong seminar, participated, mobilized in the HTM until we finish our HTM. Our second son, Yosan, is a graduate of International Peace Leadership College. After his more than 1 year mission as a martial arts practitioner, he joined the Philippine Army, now at the service. Our youngest son, Chen Wong, became a teacher after his graduation last October 2020. He is an IT graduate. Next, I would like to introduce our able tribe, Dabad tribe. My youngest brother, Jimmy, is a 30,000 field job. My parents, Valeriano and Encarnacion Abad, a 360,000 couples. My eldest sister, together with our relatives, a grandparents, 360,000. My eldest niece, Mona Lisa, a 40 million couple. My youngest nephew, Rickson Sabado, attended the IPBF Marikina City and was requested to join the blessing again last July 2015, officiated by true parents. My relative, a cousin, joined in the HTM Kawayan City. Some of my relatives' pictures were not available, including some of my husband's relatives. Next, our Kane tribe. I'd like to present this one. This is Edna Pang-Oden and Shigeru Kawaguchi at 30,000 couples. And this is My Fruit in Baguio. This is Mario Benny Tomas with Atsuko at 30,000 couple. My Fruit also in Davao City. And this is Honorable Virgilio and Marlene Tampiok couple. Is My Husband Fruit in Dumaguete City. Next is Antonio Lozanas and Chuli Tongrok from Iloilo, now living in Thailand, whose family is unsettled. Some other single match couples whose picture not available at the moment, including Hanfil. Next is a photo of our Christian ministers in Capoocan, Leyte, who were the results of our 15th city tour in Ormoc City. The next photo here are some of our Christian ministers who finished 3 days ceremony. At the center, a couple with a 5-year-old baby, a second gen, donated a lot area of 1,120 square feet as our training center at Capoocan City. Next, I would like to present our IPBF mobilization. My whole family was involved in the Antipolo City at Inaris Stadium. That time, my family was called to Manila after the Typhoon Yolanda. Next is our Ormoc City mobilization, where 12 core family members in Region 8, we packed up the Ormoc City Stadium of more than 3,000 participants blessing. Next is the Marikina blessing. My couple was involved in the mobilization that time. Next, in Palawan, here is the most successful from among our blessing, and this is particularly in Puerto Princesa. My couple mobilized there from October 2015 to March 2016. Now is our Mandaluyong City, Bulacan mobilization, IPBF. Here is our Barangay Mauway, Mandaluyong City, IPBF, and was extended at Barangay Paradise 3, City of San Jose del Monte, Bulacan as my assigned area. My international partner is Honorable Sasaki couple. Next is, while blessing here on earth is fastly growing, we did liberation and blessing of ancestors. My husband started his ancestors' liberation last 2014 at the headquarters at Quezon City and welcome ancestors last January 29, 2020. I started also my liberation, the Abad tribe, last February 25, 2001 in Korea, and finished my last ancestors blessing October 24, 2020 here in the Philippines, and welcomed them last October 4, 2020. Here are some liberation and blessing of ancestor photos. The next photo was our mobilization at Poblacion 1, City of San Jose del Monte, Bulacan, where we reached the 430 couple participants for the first time. Here are some of the model couples. The other photo was Reverend Jaime Vergara giving the lecture. Next is, together with me, is Honorable Jesus Purificacion. Behind us is a car, a mobilio, where we are using during our mobilization in Isabela events. The whole family of the Purificacion were involved during our events. The couple testified to the participants of the greatness of the blessing. She is my organizer and just brought us to her relatives and witnessed them and blessed them. They are our superheroes. Next is our courtesy call with the regional director, Honorable Don Texter Truya couple, who affectionately invited us to finish our HTM at Isabela, and some core members. This was taken at Alicia Farm. Next, after obtaining permission from the regional leader of Region 2, we distributed orientation requests to some barangays in Cauayan City, whose mayor is a blessed member, and the mother is also a Women's Federation active member. Here is in my own barangay, Barangay Bulalabat. The next is Barangay Duminit. Only in this barangay we are welcome to come back for scheduled orientation, but was not materialized due to policemen who scheduled the meeting did not attend. The next is Barangay Guayabal. Some other photos not available. And finally, Mrs. Purificacion brought us together with his couple at Barangay Villa Paz, Nagilian, Isabela. This chairman told us that I canceled all mass gathering due to government protocol. But please come back on August 8, 2021 at our barangay council session. Anyway, we do the lockdown. Next, while waiting for the scheduled orientation in Barangay Villa Paz, we conducted house-to-house blessing at our neighboring barangays, who are the relatives and neighbors as well as close friends of the Purificacion family. Here is the photo in Labinab, Cauayan City. The next picture is in Nungnungan, Uno, Cauayan City. And the next picture was in Upigamo, Isabela. Here is a photo of the Kagawad, Labinab, Cauayan City, and some other couples, 8 in total of them. Next is the photo of the barangay officials from Villa Paz, Nagilian, Isabela. This blessing was a breakthrough from all our blessing because after this blessing, Honorable Virgilio Tampiok called my husband that there were 2 organized gathering in San Jose Camarines Sur needs a sponsor, and we sent the needed minimal amount to spend, and we are able to have 157 couples in this area where due date of submission is still extended. That was the last 2 weeks of September 2021. These 4 pictures was taken. After blessing is our follow-up activities. Continuous home visit for those who finish 40 days separation, giving them lecture on 3-day ceremony, giving them true parents picture and some materials to read, and letting them sign membership registration. Particularly in Biliran, we conducted Divine Principle, Hundokhe, sharing, Sunday service in our home. Next is in Limon, Capoocan. Before pandemic is 1 month, 1 time Sunday service. But after the pandemic, since our province is very strict in protocol, we have not visited only once. The building that you can see is the 1,120 square foot donated by a Christian pastor. We constructed the building in 2015, also with NGA volunteer from America, including Honorable Richie Paul Montelaba and Rochi Modelo were with us during the construction. The next picture was the couple who donated the training center in Capoocan, Leyte, Pastor Locreto and Rochelle de la Peña, the only pastor with a second generation from among our Christian ministers. Next are some pastors who attended the IPBF Ormoc City Blessing. In Cauayan City, where my relatives are, they are doing regular Hundokhe, morning and evening devotion. also holidays and other big events. Next was taken at our stay in Kawayan City. For our future plans, so soon in Camarines Sul, we will be visiting our tribe for we have not met them yet personally. The Tampiok couple at the moment is educating them. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters, for listening.
Thank you so much to our Ate Editha for that very hard work, hard-earned accomplishment for the HTM mission in your area from different places. We're so grateful for your best practices from beginning to the end of your presentation. So once again, Cheonbo families, elders, brothers, sisters, let's give our virtual clap to the couple of our Cheonbo Honorable Dimitriu and Edith Cipriano. Thank you so much, at Edith. Regards to Kuya Mitz and to your family. Congratulations. Okay, so at this point, let's proceed to the next Cheonbo families who also made it to the 2021 induction. So they are a Filipino and a Japanese couple. So the husband is now residing in the Philippines and the wife is in Japan, but they were able to do their HTM in the Philippines. So without further ado, I would like to welcome our Cheonbo Honorable Arnolfo and Hiroko Cariliano for their testimony. So let's welcome Kuya Nono and Ati Hiroko to give their report. Let's give them our virtual clap.
Good evening, our Cheonbo couples, our leaders, and brothers and sisters. So, for me, I just want to introduce first my family as in my presentation. I don't have presentation as of now, just the pictures, but I just explain. So my wife is Hiroko Nakajima Arellano. She is now in Japan. We are belong to the 30,000 couples. So we were in 1992. So and we have two children. The first one is Reiko Helenjen Arellano. She is now studying in Fatima University, and she is now a third year in medicine. So she wanted to become a doctor, and someday she can support God's providence. And also, she's blessed with a Korean brother, which is the son of our national messiah before, Tito Park, and the name of the brother is Johnson Park, and he is now in Canada. So, and he attended the blessing last 2020 in Korea. So the second one is Michihiro Brian, and he is now in Michihiro Brian Arellano. He is now in Japan. Actually, last year he studied in IPLC, but he went to Japan. He changed his mind that he wanted to study in Korea. So as of now, still in Japan, but sometimes he's helping also in the Tong El Modo. So Master Hosiko is asking him always to help in the international event. In last 2019, he's helping in, he's representing in Japan for Korea's tournament. And then also last 2020, also in Africa. So Master Hosiko asked him to help in the technical support, but because the Japan there's no player, he become also a player representing Japan, and he become champion in forms and silver in tournament and in sparring. And last year, he went to England for seminars, and last year also after in December went to Africa. So then I have brothers and sisters. We are 11 in the family, and 7 of us. This one, starting the left one is Jovi. In the middle is Marifi next to me. She was blessed with a Japanese brother, and he got 3 kids now in Japan. And also the next one is Jovi. The orange one is now in Korea. He got 2 children, also 2 sons. Now the son is one of the True Mother's security guard also. So, and third one is it's not in the picture. Is Arlene. Is now in Korea also. And the next one who attended is Jackilo. We're 8 actually. Jackilo is much with Filipino, and they are now here in the Philippines, and they had 2 kids also. And next is Dolphy, which is Bobong. He was much with Cambodian sister. They had 2 sons already also. His wife still in Cambodia because of the pandemic. She cannot come back to Philippines. And then next is Gavino, which is our junior. So he was blessed also with a Filipina. They are now in Iloilo. And next is Melanie. So blessed with Filipino also. So all of us is actually received the blessing. 11th is 9 is already received the blessing, and the 2 is they just received the holy wine. And then my parents also received the holy wine. So next, then I'm so grateful with the support of regarding with my 430 horizontal. I'm so grateful with my spiritual son also, Jose Cuevas, which is Jojo. He is now in Cebu. The wife is Japanese. He's the one helping me actually in my 430 couples in horizontal. So I'm so grateful and thankful to him. And then also we are discussing how we could be able to continue and educate our tribes someday in Cebu and in Davao. So also I'm about in my vertical. I'm so thankful also with Ate Dulce because during pandemic, she's the one who really represent me in during our in liberation, during liberation time. So and then at this time, as I'm now I'm in the front line actually doing my medical mission, but I don't have pictures here. But mostly I'm dealing with doctors here now. So this is my right time also how I could a little bit share to them. And someday they are the one who can help me in my witnessing also and dealing with the government, and also how I could be able to bring my tribe someday. So as of now, actually, I don't have really in my tribes. I don't have really in actual restoration in my tribes at this time, because after pandemic, during pandemics, I'm in the front line always at this time, helping how we could be able to make other people, so serve other people at this time. So that's why I try my best at this time when we have some connection here. So now I'm so grateful also with the Tong El Modo, because maybe I can now, I'm organizing here some of the pastors that someday they can connect the activities to the Tong El Modo. So now I'm arranging them. Someday I can connect to our Tong El Modo president, and also, and we have some pastors group here. I can connect also. I'm asking also someday for Kuya Joshua support also to educate them. So I'm just gathering externally at this time. I cannot see him in the quarter so much, but actually being Cheonbo members, I trying my best how I could connect internally always to God's providence. So, and also at this time, I'm now some of our brothers and sisters also sometimes they really ask my assistance. So I have a business partner with the medical field. So sometimes I ask them to come to our clinic also. So as of now, together with my wife, she's now in Japan. So we are really trying our best how we can educate these 43 couples. So this time, my how I preparing for my 43 is through this communicating to some of my invited, that how they can be connected to the providence at this time. So maybe this year I'll do my best how I could be able to bring substantially to this great event that we had. So thank you very much, and God bless to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much to our Honorable Arnolfo and Hiroko Arellano for that wonderful report, and also with a very good, great family. So yeah, your family is so great, and looking forward for more substantial follow-up on your 43 and also settlement of 420 couples. So thank you so much, Kuya Nuno. So let's give our virtual clap to our Kuya Nuno and Ati Hiroko. Thank you so much. So now we're going to receive a reflection to one of our leaders. They are now one of our Cheonbo challengers, hopefully for anytime this year. And they are now our NLTP director in the Philippines. So I would like to invite to give his reflection our Mr. Francis Lawrence Nolasco, our NLTP National Director. Let's welcome him with our virtual clap.
Oh, thank you so much po. Am I audible po? Hello po. Wow. Hello po.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you po. Good evening to our heavenly parents and true parents. Good evening to our President Hori, to our Dr. Kital. Good evening po to our Sir Julius Malikdem, Sir Ronnie, to our beloved national leaders, Sir Leong Lahalog, to all the Cheonbo leaders and Cheonbo challengers, and all the blessed families and brothers and sisters. Good evening po. So I have 3 to 5 minutes lang to reflect po. So, but I will be passed to also to introduce myself. My complete name is Francis Lawrence Nolasco po. I received a blessing last 2017, cosmic blessing, with my Albanian wife from Albania po. So my complete name po is Francis Lawrence Nolasco. I study in ITLC. I graduate there last 2015, and also I become black belt of Tong Ilmudo at the same time. And this time, my current mission is leading the NLTP, the National Leadership Training Program, and at the same time acting as a provincial leader and center leader, and also as a regional president of IAYSP Calabarzon Region 4A. So for what I can reflect this time, for the testimony of our Tita Edita Cipriano, thank you so much po. To Kuya Nono, thank you so much po for your testimony. So this time po, I'm reflecting so much how I be able to really also fulfill my responsibility in every hunduke that our national leader giving guidance, and to all the reflection and testimony that I always heard, especially this time in this evening. Very thankful and very grateful so much that I could receive this kind of inspiration. I always said that I love so much heavenly parents and true parents, especially true parents. But for me, I am reflecting that I need to do more. That's why when the time that I started to really understand more the heart of heavenly parents, I started also to witness my family, and I'm reflecting so much. That's why I have two black belt brother already of Tongil Mudo. My one of my sister is blue belt already, and my younger brother is a brown belt already, and my mom was already visiting the center, and my relatives also, as my relatives also, some of my relatives my candidate for my 43 couple. Yeah, I'm working for that this time. That's why I'm reflecting so much for the testimony. At the same time, if I will reflect, it's not enough for me to just witness my family or to witness other people, because at the same time, I witness also, and I have my spiritual children. Two of them are much, and one of my spiritual children is blessed already. And this time, I really push so much myself to fulfill my responsibility, not just only being leader of NLTP to lead my members, but also to fulfill my responsibility to heavenly parents and true parents as a blessed family. So me and my wife really want to do more, so much. As of this time, me and my wife really thinking to establish that ideal family. That's why ongoing now to work to have a second generation. So I know this is for heavenly parents that really want to wait for me and for my wife to have this kind of family level. So that's why my heart this time is really hoping so much that I really met the happiness of our heavenly parents and true parents. So in my mission this time, and even previous mission that I have, I never even forget my pledge and my promise to heavenly parents, how I could really always align myself in the principle in every day that I wake up, even to the point that sometimes I don't need to think anymore for myself. Uh, Even before, when the time that I'm in the training, I always think that I need to pursue this kind of life to understand more what is my purpose, what is my value. When I understand the teaching of our founder through parents, because before in my background, I'm just nothing. I have a lot of vices, drinking, smoking, drinking, and even put like that kind of illegal drugs to my body. Totally no, no direction. My life as a broken family is like nothing, like just go on my life. That's all with my friends. But when I met the movement, I started to understand more that my life need to be precious. I need to value. So that's why I'm very thankful to my spiritual parents also, and to all the leaders who never give up on me also, to my captain, to my commanders. That's why to Master Venus in IPLC, when he become become our father in IPLC, to Serley when he is leading us as our director in ILTP, because before I become ILTP commander after my graduation in IPLC. Doing mission is for me is like my chance to make heavenly parents and true parents happy. That's why this time I'm thinking that it's not enough. I need to do more. I need to push more myself to really reach, especially this being Cheonbo Challenger. As of now, I really want to work more to to guide the candidate for my 43 couple, that my responsibility to really guide them and to bless them. So in my I also liberate my ancestor. I liberate from seventh first to seventh generation in my mother's side and father's side, even grandparents side, and bless them already. So that's why for me, I said that to myself, and I reflect that uh, for my ancestor need to, I always ask for the support in the spirit world, that me and my wife can fulfill more our responsibility. So for all the sacrifice of our leaders, thank you so much for the testimony that you give us always life to continue and to do our mission. Thank you so much. We are not here. I am not here if not just because for our elders and for all the leaders who already investing so much their life. So that's why for my spiritual parents also, to Mama Connie and Father Jan Gawek in Baguio, they are really pushing me so much also and inspiring me to do more. That's why for me, I don't have any chance to complain and just continue and do more. Especially when I saw Reverend Hori here in the Philippines, I'm very feel so much grateful and thankful, because through that kind of heart of our President Hori to visit us here in the Philippines, and our Sir Julius, our national leader, Sir Ronnie, really guiding also the youth, like parents for all of us, our Tita Teresa also guiding my wife as to really also guide our members who joined the matching. So some of our members also joined the blessing. So that's why I'm reflecting, it's not enough until to the last breath, and until to the end of the last day of my life. I need to work more to heavenly parents and true parents. Sometimes so many challenge and difficulties, problems. Actually, most of the time, especially being leader is so difficult, and I'm reflecting so much, especially the trust of our higher leader, really so much, some that kind of expectation also. But for me, sometimes I want to give up already, and I feel sorry for that. But at the end of the day, I'm reflecting how much more my leader really sacrificing so much to guide us. That's why even in spite that sometimes I want to go out, I want to be quit being director of NLTP, because every day I saw my members, especially this pandemic, how I will survive with my wife and this member we have here, to push them, to educate them every day. Most of them, they are very new in the movement. Some of them already we send it study to some of them we send them to study. Some of them they don't have family, but they are very inspired always to continue to support the providence. That's why sometimes I feel sorry for our beloved leaders. If we cannot support for this time. Thank you so much for all the leaders. Blessed family, you really inspire us. This center that we have in San Pablo, who invest, we are really thankful, because you never give up in your mission, on your position in your mission this time. That's why I feel sorry so much. Sometimes I feel ashamed to face our higher leader. Actually, when I joined the match, I studied in IPLC. After my graduation, I struggled so much. And our national leader, when the time that he is our director, he said to me, "Why you are struggling? Because you don't have yet spouse. That's why I joined the matching." But after that, I become happy. But in the long run, I become sad again. I become struggle again. And I know that I need to join the blessing after matching blessing. But after the blessing, what is next? Establish ideal family. So after that, receiving blessing, I need to have second gen. So after I have second gen and I established ideal family, I need to focus for the last mission to really to have this kind of heavenly tribal Messiah. That's why I'm striving so much also this time. Actually, why it's like why I cry because for a long time, sometimes I don't have somebody to talk. My direct able is our national leader. But I know I cannot just always bother our national leader, even our regional leader. But sometimes I need to talk to them and message in the messenger. I cannot sometimes, talk to my wife for my problem, struggle also being central figure. But every day, I need to push more myself. Next time, we will inspire more our beloved brothers and sisters and our leaders, great leaders. We will do more po. Thank you so much po for your guidance and for your inspiration for us. We will do more po. I promise and I pledge po. I will never stop until I didn't fulfill my mission. I'm so much desperate because I realize my life is nothing if I didn't meet the movement even through parents. Please bear with us po. Have patience for us as a young generation. Give us chance to prove more that we can testify, that we can do more. Like us, like me, that you never give up on me, to our beloved leaders and the blessed families. Thank you so much po, and we love you so much po. Thank you so much and God bless to all po.
Thank you so much, our brother Francis Lawrence Nolasco, for that very moving, deep reflections and realization. So anyway, don't worry. As they always say, life is challenging and life is overcoming. So let's overcome it because we believe there's so much hope in this time that we are with our beloved true parents. So we can overcome it, Aju. Thank you so much. So let's give our appreciation for that realization of our brother Francis Lawrence Nolasco. Okay. Good luck to and regards to our brothers and sisters there in NLTP. Okay, so at this point, we would like to hear also the comment and the words of inspiration from our Vice President of Asia Pacific 2, our IAYSP President, and also our Vice President Reverend Ronnie Sudosta. So let's welcome him with our virtual club.
Yes, okay. Good evening to our most loving heavenly parents and our victorious true parents. Good evening, President Hori. Good evening, Dr. Kitel, to all our leaders. Good evening. I'm so sorry. I just arrived in the airport in my wife's hometown. Right now we are traveling po and the signal is really challenging. So please, I cannot open my video, but I hope I can really give my message despite this one. To those who give testimony kay Kuya Nono po, sa kay Tita Edith, thank you so much. Maraming salamat po for showing us the inspiration of really bringing victory in the Cheonbo Providence. You know, one thing that I realized po while listening to the message tonight, we have our elders who have nothing. They are not rich. They do not have actually many things in their life. But they choose the only option sometimes in their life. The only option they have is to move forward and really unite with true mother, true parents, and understand the simjung of our heavenly parents. And that's one thing po that I saw, you know, when Tita Edith and Kuya Nono always there sometimes in HQ, whenever we can see them, we can see the image of our elders who's really striving hard and not giving up on their life of faith. And President Hori always see us like we are a good people. But you know what, President? You can see many young members in the Philippines whose heart is deep because we have many elders showing us how to unite with true parents even though we have nothing. how to do witnessing, even though sometimes we can only eat one day. How to continue HTM, even though sometimes our children is in the house and we do not have time for them. This is the kind of elder we have in the Philippines. And I'm so proud for having them as our elders in the Philippines. Because of them, we could learn how to attend our heavenly parents and true parents, even though we have nothing. Sometimes the only option we have is to really thank God, thank true parents, thank you heavenly parents. Even though we do not have much money, but I guess if there's anything that heavenly parents can see in the Philippines, it's really the heart that wanting to unite with heavenly parents and wanting to unite with true parents, even though our current reality is so harsh. But we live in the dream that one day we can make God and true parents happy. Tita Edith, Kuya Nono, maraming salamat po for tonight. Showing that to us that hindi mo kailangang maging mayaman to unite with true mother. Hindi mo kailangang magkaroon ng malaking power to make our heavenly parents happy. The fact that you can bring victory in that Cheonbo is a great statement na kami rin po, we can bring victory once we choose the option to unite with our heavenly parents and true parents. Thank you so much, everyone. Hindi ko na po hahabaan, baka mawala po ako. And I love you all, to all our elders. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Magandang gabi po sa lahat.
Sure. Well, thank you so much to our Vice President, our Cheonbo Honorable Ronnie Sudosta. So please take good care and please be healthy. Always, we are so grateful always for the great foundation of our leaders. But the one thing more that we are so grateful and thankful for is we have now our second generation, especially our IAYSP. They are very promising, our second generation and our third generation that we have to be grateful for as first generation. So thank you so much again for that wonderful words of inspiration from our Reverend Ronnie Sudosta. Thank you. And okay, so brothers and sisters, I think we are all ready now as we have received the testimony and best practices of our Cheonbo families. And now we are going to hear from our regional president of Asia Pacific too. So please, if possible, if you can open and listen carefully in the words of wisdom and guidance of our President Masaichi Huri. So brothers and sisters, Cheonbo families, let's put our hands together and give our virtual clap to our President Masaichi Huri. Let's welcome him with our virtual clap.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, President Huri, please go ahead.
But yeah, unfortunately, the camera doesn't work so well. So yeah, so just sorry, I'm just I have to keep speaking. Anyway, first of all, good evening, all Cheonbo families and Cheonbo challengers, blessed families all around Philippines and also all around Asia Pacific too.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, Reverend Huri.
Magandang gabi sa lahat.
Wow, very good.
Wow.
Yeah, little by little, I have to learn. Yeah, thank you for a great testimony, and one more great testimony So yeah, first one was Ichita Cipriano tribe. So the Cipriano tribe's report was given in a calm tone, and yeah, and unassuming tone. So it's very calmful and just keep saying only the fact. However, looking at the PowerPoint, everyone could see that it was indeed the accumulation of sincere activities over a long period of time. I was overwhelmed by the accumulation of victorious facts, one after another. So yeah, that's so great. And also the fact that the efforts over the years have borne fruits in the form of outstanding children, also blessed spiritual children and relatives, is in itself all too evident. So those efforts became a lot of fruits of the tree of Cipriano tribe. So it is wonderful to see how the Cheonbo family has spread beyond the Philippines and throughout the world. As they say, facts speak more eloquently than anything else. So, this person's course of faith shines with a triumph that no one can deny. Just one thing. There is only one point that concerns me. Maybe you all feel the same way. So editors' video are always in dark. So just her face appears. So when I see the report, I was worried that the power was out. So yeah. So just that point, I just worried. Let's hope the old reports were so insightful. So thank you very much, Cipriano tribe. And also after the field job families, Mr. Aleloano tribe, Mr. and Mrs. The field job. So the spouse is Nakajima Hiroko-san, the 30,000 couples. Yes, for the most part, I think Mr. Arnulfo and I are of the same, almost the same generation. So it is so wonderful to see the Field family achieving a victory that is unique to the Field family, despite all difficulties that they all share. So everyone is envious of our Field after seeing the proof of their triumph. But actually, a lot of difficulties behind the scene. So I'm so precious after all, I mean, yeah, always on the process, yeah, so difficult a moment, always it keep coming. But after all such difficulty and desperate moment has gone, and just a victory and the result of love remains. So thank you very much, the beautiful family, and also your beautiful son and daughter, also becoming the model of the second generations, the course of faithful course. Thanks so much to showing your victory. Yeah, and also, I met the other day with a lovely couple of NLTP leaders, Francis and his spouse. Yeah, today, yeah, originally he was supposed to be in charge of giving his reflections about the two elders family. Yeah, but his Shimjong was so full of emotion that he ends up sharing his own confession of faith. So yeah, that's a bit surprising, but yeah, always another joy comes with the surprising. So one particular character of Hyojong is not just showing everything. So the faith filial son or daughter is always, I mean, hide something behind, and trying to when they offering their gift to their parents, always hiding something, in positive way, it's something positive secret. So then they trying to surprise at their parents, the overwhelming I mean Cheonsong. So if his investment is not that much, yeah, surely she shed tears, not that much, so that his tears were like a yeah, like a heavy rain. keep coming, his tears from his eyes. Yeah, truly, it's this here in Philippines, it's a tropical climate. All people's tear also overwhelms. So it's the proof of full of Shimjong. So, and also it's proof of his dedication, sincere dedication toward our heavenly parents. So yeah, it's okay. Yeah, most challenging people always, I mean, yeah, always most challenging people almost is experience always facing the lot of times he also have a setback experience. So yeah, it's good. The many failure means many challenges. So, but it's the important thing is always he's standing the front line, and also he's challenged on the most top, on top. So that's why always on the top of the mountain, always heavy rain comes at the first. So yeah, that kind of things. So yeah, today was today's meeting became much more fruitful because of his tears. So now I found another full of Shimjong guy. Yeah, next to our Vice President Ronnie. So it's another tearful hero has appeared. So I'm very happy. This is a this is a genealogy of Shimjong tradition. So yeah, I think it's good, and yeah, he's a black belt in Tongilmudo and an international couple and a wonderful youth leader. And the fact that he is so humble and outspoken brightens the future of the Philippines. In the Bible, the book of Bible, Luke chapter 7, there's some sinful woman pouring the oil to the Jesus. So I think, yeah, the more forgiven people become the more God-loving person. So yeah, I was also the kind of such person. So I'm on Sunday I met with second gen representatives, the many capable and beautiful Philippine second gen gathered. Yeah, in the beginning it's a little bit and the atmosphere was kind of nervous. Yeah, it's just yeah, because yeah, they all know the continental president is second gen, but already I'm the middle age, and just some fat middle-aged guy. So it's difficult to reach their heart on the first stage, but eventually, yeah, little by little, they start to open their heart. Yeah, and yeah, all of them still, yeah, struggling on the midst of secular world society. So yeah, it's not natural. It's not. I mean, it's natural. Yeah, during young age, everybody. Yeah. So many temptations, and also so many. Yeah. Actually every day we have to deny personal desire, and always set my mind again. I mean, in front of God and through parents. That's why we need fundoke, and every day we have to read the Marsum. Otherwise, we just drifting around. Yeah. So yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, yeah, Francis is just so honest. So everybody moved by his confession. I mean, but at the same time, everybody shares the heart of Heavenly Parents. Hearing such a, I mean, that, yeah, actually that was his prayer for Heavenly Parents. So, and also we could share what is the heart of Heavenly Parents. Fully, all of us felt, yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever happened, we're gonna support him fully. So yeah, we could share such kind of heart. So always, Heavenly Parents, it stand by just your side, and always they support. So yeah, if we pray deeply, we can feel always Heavenly Parents supporting us. So yeah, in PCRC, I visited IPRC yesterday. So yeah, I said to Dr. Venus yesterday, yeah, we need write the letter of gratitude to Mother. So because of 2 years of Corona situation, yeah, we could survive. We maintained, we kept the IPRC. Yeah, despite all difficulties and sacrifice of the staffs, but still we keep standing. So that's a great point. So yeah, it's okay. Even though, I mean, yeah, our heart is always yeah, get sick and get wounded. So, but the first thing we can do is always offering thank to our Heavenly Parents and true parents. Yeah, we are still alive anyway, so we can thank to our true parents first, and then we can report another things. Yeah, I already shared some shameful past situation to second gen. Yeah, I always when I look back my own lifetime. Yeah, I'm actually from the point of view by Satan. When Satan look at me, yeah, I must be some kind of zombie for him. Actually, our Jesus our Jesus Christ also, when he, I mean, for Satan, it is a kind of zombie because resurrected from the, the death situation. So it really is scary for him. So yeah, if we be unite with our true parents and heavenly parents, yeah, we can overcome physical death. Yeah, so so always be with heavenly parents. So yeah, the other things, it's not so much big thing. So I'm very so I think yeah, thank you for all testimonies today, and also heavenly parents wanted to show us yeah, Cheonbo Victor's report is the report of the result, but on the process, always they must be shedding tears, and always they keep overcoming a lot of difficulties. Yeah, although center figure is still there, but still yeah, difficult to confess or difficult to report such things. Many yeah, internal struggle. But after all, they could overcome. So that's why heavenly parents and to especially to mother named us as Cheonbo. Cheonbo is to mother said Cheonbo is the jewel of heavenly parents. So we need the jewel box. So every Cheonbo family is actually in the jewels in her jewel box. So how precious. So actually the value of Cheonbo is such things. So yeah, yeah, let us proud of each other. We are so precious. Just only us, only we Cheonbo couples and Cheonbo challenger families now directly connecting connect to mother. So even me, I mean, it's very yeah, I told this several times, but even me, I mean, if I wrote something to mother, read my letter directly. So yeah, so please, yeah, so this is the only one process. I mean, if you yeah, if you tell me something such a testimony, I can deliver it directly to mother. So yeah, I can so I can share the artistic tears of my NLTP leader to mother. This is I mean, it's like a sweat of heart. because he's the front line and leading his brothers and sisters. So it's a truly the sweat and tears and blood of elder brother. So this is a genuine, I mean, the process to be, I mean, to take a elder sonship. So yeah, this is a typical process. So yeah, let us all encourage him, and also yeah, send a I mean, yeah, encourage, and yeah, let us support him by our through our prayer. Yeah, today also I get another energy. So yeah, yeah. Actually, I'm very busy in schedule since I came to Philippines. It's so yeah, kind of busy, and also I'm hot weather, so I also sweating all the day. So I'm very thank to mother. Yeah, but I'm very happy to be here. So actually, yeah, my family little bit worry to send me to go to Philippines. But yeah, I mean, I'm not in Philippines. The location is Philippines, but actually my state, I mean my situation is in heaven. I mean, kingdom of heaven on earth. So I have to more go out and look. I need to look around the actual Philippines. Yeah, because among our members, it's a, yeah. Actually, this is the paradise. I mean, heaven. So I'm so grateful for all the members in Philippines. So welcoming, so artistically. Yeah. So I'm, day by day, I feel expanding family members. So I'm so happy. Thank you very much. And yeah, eventually I'll go to the local area in Philippines. So yeah, yeah, let us meet. Yeah, thank you very much for today. I love you all.
Thank you so much to our President Masay
Thank
Chihuri.
you. I love you too.
Group message again to each every one of us. It's not just only special message, but realizations to all our Cheonbo families, and especially to our NLTP National Director. Yeah, we send our appreciation and also our encouragement for him. Yeah, we can inherit that kind of heart. We're so grateful for your message again to our from our President Masay Chihuri. So Cheonbo family. So let's give our gratitude and appreciation again for the words of wisdom and message from our President Masaichi. Thank you so much. Okay.
Kuya, you are muted po.
Yeah. So let's welcome now our national leader to give his closing remarks. I know he's also very busy attending to our President Masaichi Huri with all the very hectic schedule. But in spite of that, still he can join and participate in all our programs and activities. So let's welcome our Reverend Dr. Leo.
Because after this,
remarks.
Good evening po to our Kuya Jimmy and Ate Shirley. Thank you so much po for always gathering us through our Cheonbo meeting. Thank you very much to our regional president, President Hori, Dr. Kito, Dr. Julius, Reverend Ronnie, all our beloved Cheonbo families, and beloved brothers and sisters. Good evening po to all of you. Thank you so much again for this great time together. I'm really grateful to Heavenly Parent and True Parents for again we received so much inspiration and again really we are empowered through this Cheonbo meeting. I'm sorry, I just also arrived home now from our national headquarters. I'm really grateful to our regional president, President Hori. He came here last March 5 and really, as what Sir Julius said, he was actually very busy. But really, every day, they're receiving very precious words and guidance from him. And it was really moving, all the things that he was sharing. I really feel that he is conveying very clearly to Mother's love and precious words to all of us. I'm really deeply grateful to him. We have visited already several places, and really, every time he always really touched the hearts of all brothers and sisters, all our leaders, wherever he goes. And even me, every time I listen everywhere, I am always moved with his guidance. So I'm really, really grateful to our regional president, President Hori. And yeah, today, we are again very inspired with our elders who have shared their testimonies, our Ati Idita family and Kuya Mets. They are one of the elder members of our country, and they really are one of our great model in our country. Despite the challenges and difficulties, they never give up, and continuously we could see how much they have sacrificed and continuously sacrificing together with all our elders. So we are deeply grateful for your wonderful and great example to all of us, and also the family of Kuya Nono Arellano. Most of their family are already members, and I realized today that really once we bring all our family members, really heavenly blessing will surely come to our family. I remember today also this afternoon, President Hori was explaining to us uh, about the sacrifices that we have. Heavenly Parents recognizes all these things, and that's why, despite the difficulties and challenges, especially our children, also second generation, have gone through, based on our sacrifices and investment, Heavenly Parent could embrace, and really find a way to solve these challenges and difficulties. Really, I was really moved that Heavenly Parent knows exactly all the things that we have sacrificed, all the things that we have given for the providence, and then based on this, Heavenly Parent can find a way to help us, especially our young children, our second, third generation, to be able to find the right track and be embraced by Heavenly Parent. So really, Father mentioned that investment never wasted. This is really true.
So when I was listening from President Hori's guidance, really all the things that we have given, sacrifices that we have invested, Heavenly Parents knows exactly all the owns of our sacrifices. It is really clearly recorded, and Heavenly Parents recognize that. So really, thank you so much for all our elders and brothers and sisters for your continuous sacrifices. Also, I'm really grateful to Brother Francis for his really great determination to guide our young brothers and sisters despite a lot of challenges and difficulties. But really, we have to continue to invest. And as what Reverend Hori mentioned, despite the challenges, we still have to offer gratitude to our beloved Heavenly Parent, to true parents, our beloved true mother. Yesterday in IPLC, really, I think all our leaders and blessed families, brothers and sisters in IPLC, they were really moved. Even though our program takes a long time, we finished already around 7 o'clock. Actually, yesterday we went there early and we toured around, and then we received precious guidance from President Hori, and everybody was very empowered. And he gave us also new perspective. How can we really also do more to also inspire our true mother and encourage also not only true mother encouraging us, but also us offering our gratitude despite the challenges and difficulties. So I realized today that really we have to offer gratitude despite the challenges and difficulties that we have experienced. And then really true mother, true parents can really feel, and true mother always wanted to also comfort us. This is the heart of our parents. So again, I'm really, really grateful for our President Hori, all our elders and leaders who have shared today. And let's really continue to encourage each other and our blessed families. Really, Cheonbo is the most really precious, as what President Hori said. We are truly the jewels of our Heavenly Parent and our true parents being Cheonbo. And we have to really encourage continuously, especially our blessed central families, while True Mother is here. This is truly a great source of joy and happiness to our Heavenly Parent and true parents. So muli po, maraming salamat for your continuous effort and hard work. Let's continue to pray for everybody, our brothers and sisters, and really together, let's join hands with our beloved True Mother and really bring victory, especially for Vision 2027 and for the realization of Heavenly Unified Korea and Heavenly Unified World. Thank you so much po once again to all our elders and blessed families and brothers and sisters, especially to all our leaders and our regional president for your deep love and really touching everyone's heart and really conveying our beloved True Mother's love and beautiful words to all brothers and sisters in our region, and especially in our nation, in the Philippines. Thank you very much po. Samnida.
Thank you so much to our national leader, Reverend Dr. Leo Halog, for guiding and continuously helping and supporting our President Masay Chuhuri, as well as all the regions. So before we finally made to close our meeting, I would like to reiterate again our last that was announced a while ago, but because this is very important announcement, because we do this only once a month. So the HGLTP, can we flash that again, Rose, about the announcement for the HGLTP, so that everybody, because this is an opportunity, especially for HGLTP. Next, HGLTP. Yeah, so this will be, because we do this only once a month, so please take this opportunity for all our Cheonbo families and Cheonbo challengers who have no coordinators yet, because we really feel that the HGLTP is very effective in the follow-up and for the education of our HTM, especially because now we are almost about to, even though the face-to-face with our blessed families, so this is a very important way and strategy to educate our HTM, so through the HGLTP program. So please send your participants for our upcoming next batch of our 12-day HGLTP. This is already our 9th batch, and that will be on March 29 to April 10. So this is a virtual workshop still, and with a registration fee of 300 pesos. So for more information, please contact our HTM secretary. Mary Rose Tormes, and also our Jennifer Quasito, our HCM Education Secretary. And please get in touch with them so that we can have many participants, because through the HDLTP, we can observe that most regions of HDLTP are doing very well in the follow-up in education, especially on the region on their HTM mission. So please don't forget to send your participants for the upcoming 9th batch of our 12-day HDLTP. So thank you so much again for joining for this very important meeting. As we always say, this is a very important meeting for our all Cheonbo families, and looking forward that we can invite more, not only among ourselves, but even some of our blessed families, who are not, that we wanted to encourage them and to become Cheonbo challengers. And not only that, but also educating our young members also to learn more about HTM province. So to finally close our meeting, I would like to call our Cheonbo Honorable, our Dr. Lim, to lead us in the closing prayer. I'd like to invite our Dr. Lim to please give us the closing prayer. Please unmute.
Okay, I hope.
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah, we can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay. Dearest loving Heavenly Parents, we are so grateful that we could attend this
Thank you so much to our Honorable Dr. Lim for the closing prayer. So with that, so before we finally close, so we would like to ask again a commemorative photo as our attendance for this 45th meeting of our Cheonbo family. So are we ready? So all brothers and sisters, can we open our camera? If you can do it, then let's show our beautiful faces, the jewels of heaven. Then let's offer this to our heavenly parents. Okay. So Rose, can you do the picture?
One picture.
Okay, so everybody say Omoni.
Harmony.
Okay.
Okay, next. Let's see. Sarangyo.
Saranghaeyo.
Okay, next. Okay. Kimchi.
Kimchi.
We long for
Kimchi.
Kimchi. Sony 2027.
Sony.
Okay, so
Kimchi.
yeah. So thank you so much again, our dear brothers and sisters.
Kimchi.
our President Masai Chukuri for joining with us again this meeting, and to our Chuniwon, Dr. Robert Esquito, and also to our Vice Presidents. So you can open and
Thank you so much po. Good evening, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Monday.
Thank you so much.
Good evening po sa lahat.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. So much.
감사합니다.
President Hori.
So much. President Hori, thank you so much. Stay far.
Good evening, Tita Shirley.
Very much. Kamham senior.
Everyone.
Lahat.
Ate Pap.
See you next Monday.
Next week. Thank you, Sir Ling.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you.
163, 64.
Tita Shirley, thank you po.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
God bless po.
Titang Surya.
Thank you so much to all Cheonbo leaders, pastor leaders, and best family for joining our
Thank you, Cipriano family. Congratulations. And Nono, Arnolfo and family. Congratulations.
Good night.
Francis,
Happy birthday, Ate Pops.
Hello po. Thank you po. Fighting po.
Yan ko lang kita. Bilyari, si Abe. Abraham Bilyari. Tagal na hindi natin nakita.
One.
Good night, Tia Jimmy, Ate Shirley.
Salamat po sa inyo lahat.
Maraming salamat.
Blessing to come po sa lahat.
Good night, President Leo.
Shirley,
Good night,
thank you
Kuya
po.
Julius Malika.
Thank you,
Good
Rin.
night, Good night, our most reverend President
Reflection.
Masaichi Hori.
Love you, Francis.
Love you all po.
Nag-toothbrush.
Bye-bye po.
Thank you so much, everyone, and good night.
Bye.